One thing that a lot of people ask me as I travel, thank goodness we have these great, wonderful apps. Google Maps is the number one app that I use. I drop pins when people give me recommendations of locations that they've been to that I might like, and I put them in lists of countries and cities. And when I go to that city, I have a little bit of a reference of restaurants, hotels, or sites to see, which is quite handy. And I just want to mention some of those apps. I'm not being sponsored by them or anything. I'm going to include the logos to them. So of course the Google Maps is a big one that I use, which most people know about. If you have a Maps program on your phone, there's also Google Translate. I find Google Translate is really good because you can take your phone and bring it up to a sign. If it's in a language you don't even understand what language it is, it'll detect the language and read it to you, so it's quite helpful. I don't use it to communicate a lot, only if there's something really pertinent. I always try to learn hello. I always try to learn thank you. And most people know English, or they'll help you out with your English translation. The other app that I will use is getting around is Roam to Rio, One2Go Asia, and there's also Bookaway. Those will get your buses booked. Some countries have, like here in Cambodia, is Cambalu Bus, where you can book the buses in Cambodia. I also use Bookings.com. Bookings.com is really great for finding, or Hostel World, but with Bookings.com, because I use it so often, I am on a second level, so I get discounts, and I get discounts on taxis, discounts on my hotels, and the more I book, the better the discount. You can get the reviews. It's really quick and easy. Goes right into my calendar, so it keeps me quite organized. Organization is kind of critical to like Uber in North America. Here they have the Grab app, which you can just hire a scooter taxi or tuk-tuk, a car. You can also get food delivered, and that's straight through your phone. They charge you your credit card, and it knows your location, and it's really much cheaper than hiring taxis. And it's called the Grab app. For communication with people, I use WhatsApp, and most people out here traveling do have WhatsApp, and it's easy. You can just scan your phone to their scan QR code and get their contact. WhatsApp is used everywhere else, but pretty much nobody in Canada or not in the United States use it. But that's a great way of communication. A lot of businesses use WhatsApp, and it's all on Wi-Fi and data. You can always use Facebook Messenger, and as well Skype. I can make land phone calls on Skype. I have an eSIM, and I use the app Airola, and I buy data. Data is really important to me, so I can kind of get the information I need, always being connected. And that I got 50 gig of data for 3 months, and it cost me $100 US. But the Airola works really good. Between my countries, it just connects me to the nearest cell tower. So I'm always really good at cell reception throughout all of my travels, and I don't have to go searching for a SIM card, or it just kind of connects with my phone. So I'm always connected, and with the strongest signal. For being organized, I like to know how much I'm actually spending over the year. Last year, I've been traveling for a year. So there's an app called Spendy, and it's a free app, and you can put everything that you need when you spend money on food, transportation, accommodations, health, shopping, entertainment, and it kind of puts it in a graph or pie form, breaks it down for the year, the month. You can see exactly how much you're spending, and put it in whatever currency that you want. So right now I'm in Cambodia, which they do use US currency. I can put it in US, it converts it to show my overview in Canadian, so I know exactly how much I'm getting, how much I'm spending. I also put in my income. That goes into that graph, so it shows me for overall for the month, for the year, where I kind of fit. Am I overspending? Am I underspending? Because it's really hard to keep track of that when you're kind of all over the place, but it works really, really well, and it's a free app. The other app service that I do pay for is Surfshark, and it's a VPN that I put on my phone. As I'm connected to public Wi-Fi quite a bit, or using my data, there's a very good chance that I could get hacked. I could, so VPNs actually protect my information, protect my codes from being hacked, and because I do have banking information and all my information is stored on my phone, my passwords. So that's really important as you travel to have a VPN. I use Surfshark. That seemed to be the best one for me, but there is lots out there. There is some free ones as well. I have used free ones in the past, but this one works quite well, and no problems at all. And I can actually, if I wanted to, look at prices for flights in different countries. Sometimes if you change your IP address, it actually changes your IP address to another country. It can change the price of the flight. So I haven't been booking any flights since the last few months because I've been taking the buses, but going forward you can also look at other Netflix in other countries, which is kind of handy to look at as well. Some people ask me how sometimes I've been traveling, and I have been paying out of my pocket. I stay in hostels, I stay in hotels, I stay in homestays. I also do house sitting, and I've done house sitting in throughout North America and France and in Dubai. I'm not booked for any in Asia as the accommodations is very affordable here. So I'm a member on Trusted House Sitter, another one that I pay for, but it's a really well-run site, and you can get time with fur babies, and I get a house to stay at, which is in trade of care for the pets, which is really kind of nice for me. And at this moment I don't have anything booked, but I have, and that's about $129 US a year. It's worth it because I've probably had 30-40 nights and free stays already in my past year. The other app that I use, which is free, it's Xe Currency. You're always converting and figuring out the currency rates in the new country that you're in compared to either my home currency of Canada or US dollars or euros. So it's a really good app to understand how much the value of their dollar is compared to yours. And I use that app all the time. Another app that's a fun app for entertainment is called Guru Walks, and I use that to book walking tours, bike tours, and they're all free by donation. And you can book it, you can do, there was a bicycle tour in Bangkok that I had booked, walking tours in Ho Chi Minh City, and you just show up, and these guys really work, they're local, they really work hard, so you're getting a quality tour, and you just give them a donation that you see fit, usually $10, $20, depends on what you feel like, and they give you some, it's really entertaining. You can ask them all kinds of questions, and that's usually 2 to 3 hours depending on the tour. Another fun app that I have a lot of fun doing, it is called, and it's free as well, it's called Polar Steps, and it actually tracks me, and I can, it's like journaling, I can do some journaling, I can add pictures as I go. I don't have to put in the points of where I'm at. It actually, as long as my phone is connected to a Wi-Fi or to an internet or to a data, then it tracks me and it follows me. Right now it's showing me exactly that how many kilometers I've been, how many days I've been on the road, how many countries I've visited. And when you look at a zoom out and you look at the whole world picture of my travels, I have actually going around the world, and I'm doing this big loop in Southeast Asia now, and it's kind of fun to see how much I've accomplished. And it's an aerial satellite image of the Earth, and you can see exactly where I've been. If you're interested to join, or if you're interested to follow me, that's Polar Steps, and I will put the link in my comments. You can follow me on that Polar Steps, and it's kind of interesting if you're not sure exactly where I have been or where you want to be in comparison. It's quite interesting to follow.